My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And we're also giving away $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets, signs up with one of our 5 betting partners, and makes a deposit, will get $50 from us. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however you want it. And this is brought to you by EarnU.io. EarnU.io is the world's first sports and esports prediction game, allowing you to earn crypto risk-free. Check it out now at EarnU.io. Here we go, Jacob. Jacob Ribas. Next up at UFC Vegas 54, we have Katlyn Chookagian taking on Amanda Ribas at flyweight. So Amanda Ribas is coming up in weight for this fight. We have Katlyn Chookagian 17-4 overall, 4-1 in her last 5, coming into this fight with a brand new UFC contract. Amanda Ribas 11-2 overall, 4-1 in her last 5, coming off a decision win over Virna Jandiroba about 6 months ago. Katlyn Chookagian is a tough 1-2 fighter. I just love breaking her down that way, and I've done it many times before. She works hard and she stays busy. She's an absolute master of the basics and pretty much out-decisions anyone who is not a top 4 fighter in the world. She's not a finisher, but she game plans really well. She will strike with a grappler, grapple with a striker. Her last fight, she looked absolutely incredible. Her only 2 losses in the last 4 years have been to Jessica Andrade and Valentina Shevchenko. Her other wins are all decisions where she had a clear striking advantage. And she's a problem for this division and for the UFC because the UFC builds up these prospects and then Katlyn Chookagian just out-decisions them and back down the ladder they go. And Amanda Ribas is a pretty complete fighter. I mentioned she's a 115-pounder coming up to 125 here. I literally have no idea why. Like, she has had success at her own weight class, so I don't know why she's moving up. Maybe Jacob knows and he'll enlighten us. But she started her career as a grappler. She added striking. She's now comfortable everywhere. Her striking stats are pretty fantastic. She has a 5-2 striking differential. So for every 5 strikes she lands, she has only hit twice. And to top that off, her takedown defense is a solid 86%. She beat Mackenzie Dern in that loss and gave her her first loss. She outstruck her 3-1. She got her own takedowns and was not worried about the submissions. That was by far her most impressive performance. And this is a tricky fight because I think Amanda Ribas is probably the overall more complete fighter and definitely the more dangerous fighter, but I don't know how anybody could pick against Katlyn Chookagian in any fight like this, especially this fight. Katlyn Chookagian is going to be much larger, going to dance around, decision her way to it. I mean, I put 3 units on Katlyn Chookagian at -150 money line. I am so confident Katlyn Chookagian I have no idea why Amanda Ribas, how she's fighting the #1 contender in a weight class above her, makes literally no sense. Katlyn Chookagian, you wanted a firm pick? There's your firm pick, Jacob. Go ahead, simp for us, start sweating and drooling and talking about Instagram.
No, did you? I just don't know how anyone can watch that Vivi fight against Katlyn and then not pick Amanda. Amanda is a better version of Vivi. Doesn't have the same striking, but her judo, her wrestling, her grappling is better. And Vivi had no issues. Obviously, there wasn't really a takedown that fight. I think she caught one of Katlyn's kicks and then took her down. But on the ground, Katlyn had nothing to offer of Vivi. Was getting mounted, a mounted guillotine tapped to it. And all of a sudden, you turn around, and she did look good in her last performance. I'm a Katlyn hater because she wins decisions by just yelling, with her striking. And the judges are like, oh my God, she's just hitting her so much. And even her corner is like, yeah, when she's just punching air. And the judges are like, oh my God, this girl is fantastic. Amanda Ribas struggles with people that can just put her lights out. You saw that against Marina, even though I think that was an early stoppage. The ref didn't. Was that Herb again, where she went down and they thought the fight was over, and then Amanda went for another takedown, and then she was TKO'd again. Even though I thought she was about to get the I thought she looked fantastic in that fight. But she struggles against people that can put her lights out. Virna again almost put her lights out, but she was able to survive and came back and won the next 2 rounds. Katlyn doesn't have that power. She's got the length, but she doesn't have that. I think her last finish was like 27 years ago or something like that. She does not finish people. Amanda is going to do what Vivi did, and that's just close the gap. Remember, Vivi won the striking battle versus Katlyn in the first round. 2 judges thought that she did. I thought she absolutely dominated. She just got inside the pocket because you don't have to worry about the shots coming inside the distance against Katlyn. You just close the distance. She can work on her striking in there, but once she closes the distance, Amanda is a judo black belt. She's just going to grab her, and when Katlyn, with those long limbs, tries to do anything, she's going to take her momentum the other way, get on top of her, and just dominate in the jiu-jitsu. I put moneyline bets on Amanda. What the
We're
hell
good.
was
I have no idea what just happened.
you got. Yeah, I bet. I'm on a roll here, and you got.
I didn't press any buttons. Everything
anymore.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. Oh my, here we go. This is sabotage. This is sabotage.
Should be good.
But yeah, Amanda, I can't even remember where I was at, but Amanda is going to get this fight to the ground. She's going to judo throw her. I was going to say the money line was a plus 180, I think, at one point. It got bet all the way down to, I think she was a plus 110, talking about Amanda. And then it's now moved back up to about plus 140, 150. When she was like at 125, I put money line bets on her. I have inside the distance, decision, no action bets on her, which I think is a fantastic one as well, especially for the Ribas side, because if Katlyn's going to win, it's going to be this boring point decision. Amanda's going to get inside. She's going to get her hands on her. She's going to judo throw her to the ground. She's going to submit her. This is Amanda Ribas play all the way. I don't know what you drinking, Angelo, but Jesus Christ.
I think it's absurd to pick Amanda Ribas here. And listen, I did not mess with the stream. I don't know what the hell happened. I know historically I've muted you, thrown you off.
That's what I thought happened. Like I was really on a rant. I thought you were like, oh, he's gone.
No, both of us got kicked out. No, I didn't do that. Because people are laughing at me in the live chat because they love when I do that to you. But I didn't do it this time. I'd be glad to, but I did not do it this time. Listen, you and I cannot. You want to do a second bet on this fight?
It sounds like we already have our bet against the book.
But let's go ahead. True, but
yeah, we can do another 50-100, right?
Yeah, 50-100. This time it's reversed. All right, so you and I have 200 going against each other this week. Listen, guys, pick your side. I do see some of you in the live chat on the Amanda Ribas side, which I don't know what the hell's going on, but $8,600
not that good. I will give her credit. I am biased. I could not be. Excuse me. I could not be any more biased in this fight because Amanda Ribas is on my wall, and Katlyn I absolutely hate as a fighter until her last fight. Her last fight, she came out aggressive versus Jennifer Maia and looked fantastic. Actually was using her length, was landing strike, was pressing forward. Even if she has that game plan against Ribas, Ribas is going to absorb the pillow strikes, get in close, grab her, and just throw her across the octagon, probably into a flying armbar, snap that thing off, throw it into the crowd. A kid's going to catch it, take it home, give it to their kids once they die. It's a fantastic story. All thanks to Amanda Ribas.
Well, we'll see what happens. I have no idea. I don't even know how this fight came together. I don't know why she's going up in weight. There's too much going on.
Does she get a title shot after this? Because she's going to beat the number one contender in not her own weight class. So there's all of a sudden she gets a title shot? I mean,
maybe.
I'd give it to her.
Is my echo that bad?
I would give it to her, though.
Is my echo bad? My office is empty because I'm literally moving tomorrow, so everything's gone. But people keep commenting on my echo. Sorry, can't help it, guys. I'm moving. I'll have a bit different backdrop next week in my new house. $8,600. I'm gonna have to look at what Katlyn, how she's scoring in these wins. If she's scoring well, then I think she's a lock to win. So if she's scoring 80, 90, then I'll spend the $8,600. If she's scoring 56-point strike wins, I can't do it. I've already told you about the bet. The line is moving. I got it at minus 150. It's up to minus 170. Monkey Knife Fight strike line. Did you say less? Or was that a comment I read?
It's probably less. And you didn't ask me about DraftKings, but 7,600 is definitely worth it.
Obvious.
Amanda, you are priceless to me. I know you sent me a video before. I want to thank you again for that. I've been reaching out. I know you kind of leave me on red a little bit, but I'm here for you, supporting you all the way.
Okay. Well, I'm sure she appreciates your support for sure. As long as it's outside of 500 feet. And Monkey Knife Fight strike line, honestly, it probably is a more and more. Katlyn puts up big numbers, dances around in circles. Amanda's got great takedown defense. Katlyn's not really looking to take down unless she gets in some trouble, which I don't think she'll be in. So you and I made pretty clear picks here. Pretty straightforward. We'll see what happens. WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however you want it.